Then next, I'm actually going to take these that I've created and I'm going to put them into a campaign. So let me show you an example here. So I will do something like, here's one I'm calling testing, and you want to make it a traffic campaign, because what we're going to do is we're going to use Facebook to rapidly test these phrases, and we're going to ask people to vote with a click. So we just put traffic over here, and then inside of here, this will just be your cold target market. So whatever research you've done, and you can put whatever budget you want. I'd start it with at least $25 a day. I wouldn't go past $100 a day, just because you don't want Facebook to get to a point where it's just spending money and not putting it in front of people who would actually click on it. The one thing you do need to adjust is under the placements. So I only wanted to run in the news feed. So I have here Facebook and Instagram news feeds checked off only. And I left it at link click, not landing page view. You could do landing page view if you want. I'm just leaving it at link click for now. And then under the ad, here's how you create the ad. So you need to have your opt-in page ready to go. And what I do is, you can go down here, the text area I leave completely blank. The headline will be the same for every single ad, because the only thing we want to change is the actual image. So the headline will be like whatever you decide the headline is. So I made one up here. The description is whatever it is. I made one up here. And then you can choose if you want to have a button or not. In Instagram, it's always going to have a button. So that's why I always choose a button if I know it's being placed in Instagram. And what I did was, for the image, you can see here, all I did was I uploaded that image that I showed you I created inside of Canva. And it's going to look something like this. So all you'll see is the page. There's no description. It's just an image. And again, this part down here has to stay the same for everything. And it's just going to our opt-in page. So I'll create a whole bunch of these in here, and I'll run about 5 at a time. And I only want them to get to 400 impressions. After that, I'll turn them off, because that's the amount that's the minimum that you need to have an idea of how this is actually going to work. Of course, if you want to run it longer, you can. I like to do things nice and fast and simple. And so this is a nice, cheap, fast way to test everything out. And then what you do after that is you just take note of the different link click costs, and then you can actually sort them all out. So for example, you could put them into a spreadsheet if you want, something like this. So I have one here. I would put whatever it is, the text over here. And I guess this is a true or false one. This is just one that I made up. And then I would put the ranking here of, what the link click was. Oh, sorry. I would actually rank them, and then I would just put the ranking here of what it was, like 1, 2, or 3. You can then make another column if you want to put link click cost. What I'm really looking for is I'm looking for the ranking. Okay, so I want to see how well they rank overall. And then what I like about putting everything into a spreadsheet is that then I can sort it by category, because it's also helpful to know what are the winners inside of each category. The only reason I have it in a Google Doc actually is I just find it easier to type in here when you're brainstorming. If you're comfortable with spreadsheets, 100% work in a spreadsheet. This is just my own workflow that I do with clients as well. And I just found it so much easier for clients to fill this out, and then we just throw it all here into a Google document over here. So now you have all the rankings. So now you actually have elements that you can use to create the copy for the ad. And also you can use them in your landing pages. You can use them in your email campaigns if you want, because now you have a better idea of how people respond to it. So once we have that done, then I'm going to move on and I'm going to choose some images. So I'm going to create the text that I want for the ad, and I'll put that in there, and then I'll specifically test images. And again, I'm just going to do traffic campaigns. So now I've got the text. I know the winning text. If I haven't had time to write the whole ad, I will just put the winning headline, at the top there, and an image, because again, I want to also see what images with the whole combination of everything work best. And then from there, I'm going to test, and again, just to 400 impressions. And then from there, I'll test the ad format. So I'll test a video ad, an image ad, and a carousel ad to see which ones work best. And then once that's all done, then I'm actually going to do the conversion ad. And by then, I would have a better idea of the different elements that are all going to work together. So that's what I use to get early indicators using traffic ads. And then as you just keep managing your campaign, then what you're looking for is you're looking for what are the winners, so you keep those, and then what are the losers, and you just prune them. I don't tend to go back to this again, especially when we're refreshing our creative. This really is for the very beginning of a brand new campaign, just to help you get going as well, just to help you kind of, so you can start to put together a more of a winning combination without just guessing and throwing spaghetti against the wall, right?